Hey, hi. Um, had a power outage and that kind of just destabilized kind of the streaming. So I'm having to repeat the things I had before. So one more thing and I'm gonna get us started here. We'll be this, trying to move the scripture here right now. And yeah, when things like this happen, it just reminds me I'm human, and this is a human process. And God understands that we're human, God is not, God is not looking for spirits, as it were, angels to worship him. He created us and he knows that, hey, this is my human coming here to worship me. And he understands our infirmities. And I mean, we'll do our best. When we come to worship God, we give him everything that we have. We give him our best, right? I give him my heart, my soul, my God, my hands, my wisdom, my breath, my everything, right? But I've been doing my best. Each is still occur, right? Right now, they took the light. I think this laptop's battery is full. It's not lasting long, so the laptop is due for a change. Hopefully, I get to change it next month by God's grace. I've had it since 2015, so 7 years. That it did cost a whole lot of money, and all the same. So, Pastor Shegon, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I was hoping to share on Hebrews 11:30 today, but I don't think that's what God ordained. Maybe God left the remaining of the verses of Hebrews 11 for us to finish next week. Because next week is going to be our 6th week in this 8th round of weeks. So upper week we'll take our normal sabbatical break. So I guess we're just going to finish this 8th round with Hebrews 11, since I guess I wanted to finish it this week, but God knows what he wants us to do, Just as it was about time they took light on my side. And unlike before, it took a while for them to bring it back. And the battery on my laptop went out. So I got caught off the stream I was in. So I had to redo everything again. So yeah, we're just trying to note that such is life, such is life. And if you don't mind, we'll speak 5 minutes into 12:05, then we'll start praying at 12:05, just to freely share, if that's okay by you.
It's okay. Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know that. I don't know. I said anti-beauty, I don't know.
Yeah, anti-beauty. Yeah, great. It's just a reality of life, and that's just the way I get to want to tune my life. I'm learning to do this. It's not the way I grew up. I mean, I grew up as a perfectionist, right? And I used to think it was a good thing, but today I learn, and the more I'm learning that being a perfectionist is not a positive thing, it's a negative thing, right? Because none of us is perfect. When you're a perfectionist, you carry burdens that are not yours, right? Because being a perfectionist, you're not necessarily leading from inside out, you're living from outside in. You're careful about what people would say, how people will see you, how people think about you. So you are trying to do everything just to be able to negate or guide yourself against what people would say, and that's a very limiting life, right? What's your own experience with perfectionism? Have you been one, or someone that is a addicted or a prisoner of perfection, trying to be perfect? That's a question for you, Pastor.
Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't grow up like that too, as a perfectionist. But along the line, the kind of training I had, the upbringing, going back again, that's my experience, or that was my experience, uh, from the background of
Volume has
unity.
gone down.
The volume.
All right, it's back now.
Okay. So
yeah, I can hear you now.
See that for my training and the kind of job training, you got to be perfect in what you do. In aeronautics, it's like that. Otherwise, you kill everybody, you know. So you are even marked negative if you don't know something and you answer it in exam. They prefer you leave it, they don't know it. So if you answer it and you're wrong, they remove some mark on the one you've gotten. So
Gotcha.
it affected me. So I begin to look at things like that when somebody does things. I want it to be top notch. I want it to be accurate. I put that on myself too. But life has shown that it's not like that. So I'm on learning. I'm on learning that I cannot put my training as an aircraft maintenance engineer or the military. I can't put it to life, real life, in dealing with people, dealing with situations. Some places it might work, but generally we fail in some other contexts. I have learned that too. I'm on learning those things. And
absolutely.
But I'm trusting God on grace.
Amen. 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 Sorry, Ostabanke and Treasure. We're just delaying praying till 12:05, just trying to share freely. Just talking about the evil of perfectionism, right? You know, a lot of people are prisoners to that. I grew up a perfectionist for several reasons, no doubt. You know, one, I was the only boy in my family for a while, so I have a girl before me. I'm number two. I have two girls after me. You know, three, I was the first to get born again 39 years ago with my family. You know, so I had issues as a result of being different. You know, and I was still loved, but loved because I was intelligent, right? And irrespective of everything I was doing, I was doing well in school, right? Far above every other person in my family. So it was someone that could not be ignored, you know, irrespective of who I was, I could not be ignored, you know. So maybe in a sense that rubbed off that I needed to do things to end points, you know, and that also goes into then growing up with inferiority complex and all of that. You know, on the surface, being a perfectionist looks good, but the problem with it is that it's a focus. Now, I'm not being a perfectionist doesn't mean you are not going to be excellent in the things you do. It's the difference between the two of them is where your focus is and who is in control, right? As a perfectionist, your whole mind is all about what people would say, how people see things, you know. So you are really working on living your life for other people, not for yourself, right? And that is very imprisoning, you know. Obviously, you want to do things perfect, excellent. And when you miss it, you need to understand then grace. You need to be able to easily accept grace. As a perfectionist, you couldn't really accept grace because when you do things wrong, it's very difficult to forgive yourself. You beat yourself so much, you know, but our time is gone.